Hey YouTube, this is DC and you're on DC Stacks. So today we're going to talk about something that I've got a little bit of, it's not really something I'm stacking, but I've accumulated a bunch of it. We're going to talk about a little copper. So there's many different ways you can collect copper. You know, you can get copper wire, you can get copper tubing, you can melt it, make different things out of it, which I plan to do in the future here. But you can also do the collectibles. You know, I've got all these collectibles up top. And boy, do I got collectibles, you know. There's something that's always on my set right here. I've got this one right here. And that's one of my favorite copper pieces is that Bartholomew Roberts. You know, he goes right in the middle of the set here. Right in the middle of my YouTube get up here. And then I've also got other ones that I really like. I've got this one right here. I've got this Copper Phoenix. You know, rise up out of the ashes. And then you turn it right over here. You got 5 fine ounces of copper. Pretty cool, huh? You gotta love that copper. We'll get that put back a little bit later. Then I've also got tons of rounds. You know, I've got anything from, whoa, slippity slide. I've got this round right here, fine copper. Still love you. And on this side, it's got Heroes Triumph, Guardian Angels. Pretty awesome. Our boy's taking care of us. Got to remember that. Our freedom isn't free. And then you've got the copper rounds like this. You know, you've got your American Eagle copper. I've also got that Libertad. And then you've got your Kennedy copper rounds. Pretty cool. Put that over there. This was our first penny, that Fujio penny that Ben Franklin made. Pretty cool. Those circles stand for the colonies, and on the back, it's got that great slogan there, mind your own business. You know, a lot of people need to listen to that and do what Franklin said. And I've got other things, you know, I've got my Second Amendment rights. But you can collect copper many different ways, you know. You can pick them up at the shows. They're getting spendier. When I first started collecting these, they're like $5-10. Now, something like this, I paid $15 for it. Right now, on eBay, it's going for like $25. So I've got a lot of them. I got this one. This is for my Littlefoot. My brother from another mother, Littlefoot. Got that right there. I've also got this bar right here. Last one I picked up was this one right here, that Yellowstone. That Yellowstone's pretty cool on the back. I love it when it's that way. And I've also got this guy right here. You know, you got the spaceship. Flip her on over right here. They make some awesome parts. I paid $15 for this. I guarantee you right now it's worth $25. So copper does go up. The actual scrap value of the copper doesn't really go up that much. You know what I mean? They ended our penny for a reason. It was becoming too expensive to have that penny. So, but I also got tons of other little copper rounds here. You know, I've got all these ones right here. These are all copper rounds that I've got, that I've accumulated. These were like $1 a piece. Now they're like $5 a piece online. So, you know what I mean? You're not really stacking copper. It's more collecting it. You know what I mean? You can collect it this way, or you can do it the other way. You know what I mean? You can get it at face value. What I do is, if you can still do it, go to the bank, get a roll of pennies. You know what I mean? Open them pennies up. Just go ahead and pull the rolls open. Get them rolls open, flip it out this way. Put it down right up in there. And what you do is you go through these and you sort out all the pennies that are before 1982. But you can actually put the 82s aside, weigh them, because 82 was a split year. You know what I mean? I'm getting this copper penny for penny, and the ones that I don't keep, I bring back to the bank. So I'm getting my copper that way. Oh, I forgot to show this bar here. It's got a lot of character. Chunky little bar. But over the years, I've collected a lot of pennies. Let me show you one of my jars here. Oh, goodness. You bring that out, and that's one huge jar. Look at the size of that jar. And those are all copper pennies. You know, right now you can't melt them unless you melt them for art. But you know what I mean? I may end up melting some of these and making some art on these. I can give them away, but I can't sell them. But eventually, at one point, I will be able to sell them. So it's kind of cool to collect that copper that way. And like I said, that costs you face value. But right now, you go to the bank, you ask for copper pennies. You're lucky if you can get $2 worth. Every once in a while, you get 5 or 10. All depends on how generous your bank wants to be with you. But that's the way I collect copper. I do it from coin roll hunting, and then I also buy them in rounds. I haven't bought the single rounds in a while. I've only been buying the cooler pieces that I really, really wanted, like that Bartholomew piece. That's an awesome piece, so I had to pick it up. So just remember, you can get your copper face value, or you can pay a premium on it. But you got to remember, when you pay that premium, eventually that's going to go up. It's going to go up just like silver goes up, but it's not going to skyrocket. But the collectible cost will go up. So you guys remember, you can get that copper. Don't really have it as a stacking item. Just have it as a collectible. And remember, collectibles have value, and value goes up. So you guys keep on stack-a-lacking, and we'll catch you on the next one. Remember to like that video, share, subscribe, and we'll see you. Bye.